All right. What's up, everybody? Let me just go live to make sure everything's good. Might be struggling today with I don't know. I don't know how long allergies last for. If they're allergies, like how long allergies go. Do they go over like the fall and the winter? I thought it was only like spring because it doesn't seem like I'm sick at all. It just seems like, I allergies or something. I don't know. Go to subscribers only. And we'll turn on monetization. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little concerned about that. Let's see. Fabian, what's going on? Uh, is it Poundy? What's up? Love from Costa Rica. Thank you for watching. Good evening. Good morning. Um, Hi Matt. Did you see the new website of the Terra Rebels? No, I'll have to go and check. Where is their website at? Can I look at it on Twitter? Like, which one is it? Is it this one? Where's their website? Oh, this? Looks nice. Terra Rebels are a group of seasonal developers and business professionals working towards shared goals and interests. Let me just bring this up. Um, an organization born from a larger Terra Classic community. Okay. Looks nice. Roadmap coming soon. I would like to know that. But that looks nice. This is the website that we're talking about, right? Let me go back to my face. So the AMA has been moved. I thought it was today. I just saw 4 minutes ago that they were talking about it. I thought it was today at 11. Or you mean it's been moved times? This is going to be a tough morning. It's going to be a tough morning. My throat itches. It's not like I said, I think I need to go get allergy medication or something. I don't know how long allergies last for. Um, if they go over the fall. Allergies occur at the same time every year and last as long as the allergy is in the air, usually 2 to 3 weeks. Allergies cause itching and of the nose and eyes, along with, yeah, I've been getting all of that. No, why does everybody go to that word every single time? Everybody goes directly to that. It's ridiculous. Like, oh, it's this. Now I'm thinking like everybody everybody out there, as we talk about anything, maybe your throat is itchy or um sinus problems or something, and all of a sudden people are saying that it's COVID, right? But then you these people that are saying that are the new WebMDs, because WebMD, anytime you would say something's wrong, you'd be like, my finger hurts. They'd be like, oh, it's cancer. So it's like people are the new WebMD. We are doing 8 hours again. No, we're not doing 8 hours again. I think that's the reason why. I don't know. Every time I got to like the sixth hour, and my throat started like burning. So I think it might have been how much I'm talking. So yeah, probably not. Good day, Matthew. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Donate some Lunic, man. Is there an AMA with Binance today? They're supposed to be at 11 o'clock, from what I understand. So we'll have to check that out. High staking rewards are dropping heavily. Not sure if it's still worth it with all the locking and fees to withdraw and so on. What do you think about that? So I haven't seen if the rewards are dropping heavily. Where do you see the rewards are dropping? All right, let's go here. You're saying like these rewards, they're dropping heavily, as in going from 30 to 20. I think they're just setting those to the actual rewards because, well, this is not the actual rewards. Um, maybe, with 100 staked, that's not accurate. So if these are dropping, they're just resetting. But I haven't seen any change. I receive 17,000 a day, and so far I received 17,000 yesterday, and now I'm on the verge to receive the same, or close to it. So maybe it's dropping in certain validators. I'm not 100% sure, but all I know is I've been receiving the same amount for the last 2 days, so it's um not really seeing a drop there. But we'll see. I think it's still worth it. I mean, the fees that you pay is like two Lunic, which could be $2 in the end. Um, if it gets to $1, which obviously we're looking at, if we're looking at what's burning right now, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to show you my screen. I still haven't showed you my screen. Well, I did, but I took it back. Man, got a fresh beard. Not really. I just shaved off the beard portion and just kept only the mustache and little thing down here, whatever this is. I'm supposed to have my brother cut my hair today, so hopefully that can get done. Let's scroll down, see what people have to say. Um, don't worry, bro. Eat good food and you'll be fine. Some spices. I had Corona 4 times or something. It's not that, guys. It's not that. Um, uh, buy Shiba. Forget about Lunic. Why? What's the reason to do that? Do you know anything about the increasing supply of USTC? It should be a decreasing supply of USTC. What are you seeing as an increasing supply? Let's go to USTC. Like increasing total supply? That was the total supply before. Let me go back here. And maybe I'll go to my video. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to one of my videos, and then because if I go to a USTC video, then I could probably find what the amount was. I'm gonna go to a USTC video way back when. See what the supply is. In September 17th? No. September 10th. That'll probably work. September 10th. Go back here. And let's go find where I go to USTC at. And we'll see what the supply is. It looks like it's the same. I don't see any increase. I see the same supply. I mean, you're not going to see a difference maybe in coin market cap because they rarely change anything. but I don't see a supply increase there. Um, can you withdraw your rewards if there's a commission fee? Yes, you can withdraw your rewards. Would it be possible to wrap SHIB onto the Terra Classic chain and burn it um, while you're also burning the 1.2%? I mean, no. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I would say no. I wouldn't. I don't know if they would even have interest in doing that because the people that control SHIB are doing not control SHIB, but at least control the narrative of SHIB, are doing everything they can to bring attention to everything else but SHIB. Every 10 million USTC burned, we need to make sure CoinMarketCap updates the circulating supply. Yeah, I don't know how we get them to update that, but whatever. I feel like we should be burning a lot more. Um, Obviously, we don't know what the numbers were yesterday, not yet, because if we go over to um, Terra Station to get a sense of what the on-chain burns were, let's go back here, and you're going to see that September 20th was 155 million for USTC. So what is September 21st? So I can't wait to see exactly what that is. But if we look at that and we break things down, this is why we have an estimate of 1 to 4 billion, because you have 311 billion um, 311 billion coins that are going through on chain. And if they are going through on chain, then you would think that 1.2% or 3 billion of that would go towards the burns. That's why you think that. And obviously, with the 20th, burns have, or the volume has dropped. And I would imagine yesterday we had a very, very low amount of volume. USTC has a cap of $1. It's supposed to be pegged to the US dollar, so it will never be above $1. So if you have 10 million USTC, you'll only have $10 million. Asking for a friend. Um, yes, yes. If that's a question, so it will only be above a dollar. It can go above a dollar. It will never be, again, if you're looking to keep it stable, then yes, it will find a way to get back to a dollar. Um, but it can go above, it can stay below a dollar. Um, but the idea is to keep it stable within that range, within the $1.01 to 99 cents, right? You don't want it to go to 98 cents. You don't want to go to $1.02. So yes, you're right. If you have 10 million coins, the highest amount you can have is $10 million. Greetings and good morning, MP. How do we sell in mass like the whales? Most exchanges limit how much you can sell. Yeah, so um, for a lot of these places, or I really don't know how the whales are doing it, but I can tell you that when I do it, I can sell as much as I want. I'm not sure if I can sell, 500 million because I haven't had 500 million, but I go through Pancake Swap, and as long as they have the liquidity, you can do that. And I'm sure there's an exemption for whale accounts, so that's probably why. And they can do all of that stuff. Usually that's the case. It's very difficult for us to sell in bulk like that, especially if you're going through crypto.com or you're going through trying to think of another exchange here, through Binance. I'm not sure if they have a full selling limit, but then they also have a withdrawal limit, which a lot of these exchanges or a lot of these whales are not looking to completely withdraw everything that they own. It all depends, I guess, on how much you have in your account. But I don't know because I don't have that much in my account. I don't have that much in my account. Um, what happens if Binance delists USTC with the new regulation bill on stablecoins? Will this destroy Lunic and USTC? Are there any ledger wallets to store these coins? Um, or can you only use it in Terra Station? So you would be able to use it in Terra Station, but if Binance delists USTC, which they're not going to do, because even though you have the regulation or regulations on stablecoins, it's on new stablecoins. USTC is already established, and if it is a 2-year ban, it's not saying that it won't be like these won't be available at all. Um, it's just majority of exchanges are going to be forced to ban those for 2 years. But they're new stablecoins. USTC is not going to be banned. I went through this yesterday talking about the ban and how it's only on newly created stablecoins, not on ones that are already in existence. Do you think we can reach 1 cent this year? I still do think we can reach 1 cent this year. We need to. What we need to do is get a sense of how much we are going to burn, and then also hopefully we can have the off-chain burns that are going to happen, right? Because we're going to be applying pressure to a lot of these exchanges, these CEXs, to introduce the off-chain burn, the 1.2%. Wasn't the word clear that only new stable coins will be banned? Yeah, exactly. Only new stable coins. Do you think that we can reach one? I read that. Uh, hey Matt, I don't know what happened, but it's been 11 days and I haven't gotten my Luna rewards from holding Luna T. How much are you holding? How many coins are you holding? Again, I'm not the person that has created Lunati, so the best people to reach out to would be the Lunatics token team. I'm just an ambassador, a person that believes in the project, um, and not a person that created it, and that I can try and answer some of these questions, but I don't know. I've been receiving my uh actually I haven't checked my staking amount in a while. So I'm may not be speaking correctly or saying the right thing. So let me go to Lunati. So no need for mass panic. Yes, no need for mass panic. We don't want to create that. We don't want to see it. Uh, obviously, it's it would be difficult if we had. Oh, we're seeing an increase. If we had people that were completely panicking and selling everything and all of this other stuff. So let me go to lunaticstoken.com. Now I'm gonna go over here. Oh wait, I have to go um in this website. Coin market cap. And let me bring up Luna T. Yeah, I have to go in Chrome because that's where everything is linked. At least for me, it is. Um, Chrome seems to be working a little bit better, but I've still been using. I had to clear everything, so now it's like very difficult. Log in to see the staking program. Let me log in real quick. All right, where's my claimed rewards? So I have 111 Luna C that I can claim. I don't know how much I've been receiving per day, but I have 111 Luna C that I can claim. And why does it say, oh, I have 20? Okay, it's telling me how much I have in my wallet. Okay, for Luna C. I can claim my Lunatics rewards as well, which I have 1.7 million Lunatics rewards that's sitting in there. Shout outs from Reading, PA. Do you think the coin's being manipulated to get a better burn rate? I don't think the coin's being manipulated to get a better burn rate. I just think exchanges weren't truly ready for everything. So if you're talking about Terra Luna Classic and how it is dropping, it's not really dropping. It's staying pretty steady. Um, Lunic, it's staying pretty steady because it's around 28. It's been between 28 and 30 for a long time now. It's been kind of flat. So it's not really being manipulated. I would love to see it drop down a lot to keep the prices low so that we can burn a hell of a lot more. But people are still kind of skeptical if we're going to see this increase based on these burns, if we're going to see massive burns that are going through. Because right now, if we go to Lunic Penguin, you're going to see that 114 million has been burned off. Now, even though that is a decent amount in one day, it's still not enough, right? If you're seeing 114 million when you think you should be seeing billions that are burning off, that's not enough that's created by the burn tax. So we want to see more and more that gets burned off every day. Let me claim all of these rewards here. I'm just going to claim all of them. All right. There we go. There we are. Boom. All right. Check USTC supply and stake bin. Sure. Why not? Oh, you're seeing a plus in the last day, an addition in the last day. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Let's see. Low is that much. High is close. So you're saying it closed at 1.8 million up in the last day? Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what to believe at this point because if I also look at the Lunix supply, as you refresh it, it says we only burned 39 million. When we burned, if we go over to Lunic Penguins, it's showing 114 million. So I feel like Stake Bin just doesn't have it right. So I don't know. I don't know what to think because all the exchanges will list a different thing. I see what you're saying though. 1.8 million. I just don't see the point in how they would add 1.8 million. I don't know if I'm going to be using Stake Bin anymore. Hi, Matt. Can you answer my previous question? Also, what was your previous question? Will off-chain burns also include burning USTC or just Lunic? So that's a good question. I think it should be USTC and Lunic because that's how it's set up in for on-chain burns. So I would think if they're going to look at that, they're going to burn off-chain as well for USTC and Lunic. So I would say both, but I haven't heard much about that because we haven't heard much about the off-chain burns. Nobody has really addressed it. They've all addressed what's going to happen on network. uh, let's see. Also, would it hit $1 first? Which would hit $1 first, USTC or Lunic? With the repeg event looking to be mid next year, it sounds like USTC will make it first. If USTC makes it first, then everything's collapsing again. They're saying that with USTC, at $1, that it will be able to burn a hell of a lot of Lunic. But the way that you keep USTC pegged to $1 is by having Lunic out there to kind of be as a form of security for USTC. So if Lunic is at a lower price than USTC, the algorithm won't work the right way. And I mean, that is my opinion, but I've seen how this thing collapses. The reason why it continues to collapse is because USTC can't mint the enough money. And if the price is too low and they're still minting for USTC, they're going to mint trillions more or mint billions more. It's not going to work that way. So I would say that if we're going to see anything at $1 first, it should be Lunic, so that USTC has something to um, kind of secure itself with. Does that make sense? But this is just my opinion. I'm not the one who controls everything. I'm just the one who puts out any type of opinion there. On Lunic Penguins, the on-chain volume is 50 billion coins. So 1.2 should be 500 million, right? but but it's way lower than that. Why? So the issue is that anything that the exchanges were doing is wait, I didn't even see that, so I'll have to look into that because on Terra Station you can see all of it, but you can see it from the previous day. It doesn't link it from the or not the previous day, the previous day, 2 days ago. But I guess I have to look at it on Lunic Penguins. But the exchanges were having issues to where they were trying to go through deposits and withdrawals and actually implement the 1.2% burn tax and could not be implemented. And people couldn't buy or sell or do anything. So you're probably right. Where are you seeing the volume at? I want to know where you're seeing the volume for the day. You may have been seeing the volume for the previous day. Maybe I'm just missing it. That's total supply, circulating supply, community pool, staking ratio. Staking ratio is 10%. That's crazy. But where is the volume? That's burn volume. I want to see the regular volume. Yeah, I don't know. Is this day by? This isn't day by day. This is like minute by. Yeah, this is by like 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't know where you're seeing the volume at, man. But you're right. I'm 100% concerned with that as well because as I go into let's bring this up. As I go into Terra Station, you understand where the expectations came from, because if we look at the volume on Terra Station, we're gonna see 316 billion in Luna, right? We're gonna see 311 billion in Luna, even 162 in Luna. But then you go over here and you're probably gonna see way less on-chain transactions that happen within Luna because of the fact that exchanges weren't allowing you to deposit and withdraw. And if they're not allowing you to do that, that's a majority of the on-chain movement from Terra Station to Binance, from Binance to Terra Station. I don't know if they're still allowing people to do that. Has anybody had any issues with sending from Binance to Terra Station or from crypto.com to Terra Station or between crypto.com and Binance? Like, are people having trouble sending it, depositing it, withdrawing it? But as for now, Lunic and USTC are not linked. So if there is enough trading volume on chain burning USTC, we can bring down the circulating supply to under a billion. USTC could be $1 on its own without the peg, and it should hold. Why should it hold? If their whole mindset, so understand this about USTC. USTC fell with billions of dollars of a market cap, right? And people lost a lot of money. So there's a ton of people that are looking to regain that. There's some people that just held on to what they had and they were like, it'll come back. And they're waiting for it to get to $1. And then once it gets to $1, they'll never believe in it again. There's other people that invested at the bottom just to be able to sell at the top. So when they do that, you're going to decrease the supply. I know they know that. or not decrease the supply, but decrease the price. And I know they know that this is going to happen. They've addressed this. They've said that if they're going to repeg USTC right now, it would take a lot more effort and it would be a $10 billion debt, because even though you would have people that buy in with FOMO, they're only buying in to gain some sort of profit or a large profit out of it. So then once they get to $1, they're just going to sell and it's going to decrease below $1. The problem that I have is that without that algorithmic like tie to USTC, or sorry, to Terra Luna Classic, it's not going to hold at that level, because every other stable coin has some sort of backing or some sort of security, just like you know, well, it should Tether, has a backing, right? USDC is a backing, BUSD has a backing, but the thing is with USTC, you wouldn't see any type of security, any type of backing behind it, and that security is Lunic. So you would need to have that tie as soon as it does repeg to $1. So it wouldn't be able to hold on its own. It can definitely get there, but it wouldn't be able to hold on its own, not for an extended period of time at least. But I think you're right that we can get there. It's just I feel like it has to have that tie for it to be a stable coin. If not, it's just a cryptocurrency and we're investing into it because we're investing into it and no other reason. If it stands on its own, it's not a stable coin. It's to be expected, a few delays and issues. I'm keeping my eye on it, and this over the next week. Yeah, by the way, Algo is ripping. Is it? I haven't even checked it. A lot of things seem to be running. So Algo is ripping. It's up 17%. That's amazing. That's one of my plays that I had. That's phenomenal. Let's keep that pushing. Keep that moving. I really hope everything runs more smooth with exchanges. People lose interest quick in crypto. I would agree. I would agree. I don't think they're going to lose interest in this that quickly, but I can tell you, once burns do pick up, and this is probably a good thing to see low burns and see it start to slowly pick up, and then all of a sudden just jump from maybe 1 billion to 20 billion that you can burn. That would be great, but we don't know how that's going to happen. But I think you're right. People do lose interest really, really quickly. What if we find another security that could back it just for now until Lunic is fixed? I mean, the way they're going to go about that, and I've talked to some of them about that, and it's kind of up in the air as to how that's going to happen. But they want to, that is the backing that they want to add, because if they would add anything, they would be creating a new coin in order to do that, which wouldn't be good. But if they had some sort of revenue or some sort of community pool that could back it in the meantime, that would be good. It would be great. So if you take a portion of that 1.2% or something, maybe 0.2%, and put it towards a pool, then yes. But right now it's all towards the burns, which the more they burn down, the better their idea comes with the swaps and everything, or the better their idea gets with the swaps and everything. So like I said, I think Lunic should get there first, and USTC should be the thought after we see everything burn to a reasonable rate. But we'll see how it all plays out. Thanks for all the updates, Matt. I think the burns are totally irrelevant. They should be burning billions per day. Am I wrong? Yes, they should be burning. I don't think it's irrelevant, but the burns that we're seeing right now are irrelevant. We shouldn't be adding that into the any calculation, but we should be seeing billions that are burning per day, at least with the numbers that we're seeing in Terra Station. This is where I'm getting my numbers from. It's not saying like I'm pulling them out of thin air. Like you're seeing 300 billion. If you're seeing 300 billion, 1% of that it's 3 billion. So you should see at least 3 billion there, 3 billion here, and that's why my range was 1 to 4 billion, because we've seen it at 100 plus billion that has been in volume. The low point has been 100 plus billion, and then seeing the higher points in the level of what, 3.13 trillion. So uh, I expected to see at least 1 billion to 2 to 4 billion yesterday. The problem is that exchanges didn't allow deposits and withdrawals, and it we didn't see the taxes go through there. So if we have billions of dollars on chain volume, which portion goes to the community pool? Uh, we could use the pool to back USTC. Yeah, I think you could take the community pool and back USTC as long as you have, I would say, billions of dollars. Because if USTC, let's say, is worth, let's say, $3 billion, you want to have probably 20 to 30% to be able to protect USTC. So maybe $1 billion, a little bit less than $1 billion in some sort of a pool that we can put towards USTC to make sure that we're burning or that we're staying at $1. So that could be that security that could be in place. But it's difficult to do right now if we're mainly focused on getting the supply down, because we don't have any portion that's going towards that pool. Uh, let's not be like Shib and have 10 different tokens. Yeah, you're right. I do want Terra Classic to have a lot more projects on the table, on their chain, so that we can see more that's burning through their chain, with more projects that are on the Terra Classic network. Then we can see more and more burning. And I'm not sure if they'll just do, since everything on the Terra Classic network would be considered, would be burning, would we have this new project that also burns that would be in the coding? I don't know. 1.2% off chain is not going to happen. They are playing with this, and Terra Classic is going down again. Yeah, I don't know about that. If CEXs were clever, they would see backing on chain, off chain burning, even with 1.3% tax towards cost. Then it would bring back confidence in crypto market, creating a higher money flow. So yeah, I think they're not really thinking about that. They're not thinking about bringing money back to the crypto market. They're thinking about bringing money to their exchange. If people are interested in Lunic, they want to provide the lowest price. It's just like if you go to a furniture store, you have 5 different furniture stores. They're all going to be competing for the same customer, right? You're in the same area and you're competing for the same customer that's looking for a couch. And if you have the lowest price with the best quality, they're going to go for you, right? So they feel like Binance has a great quality product, and they just want to be able to capture the most Lunic out of it. And um, yeah, I feel like they may not. There's a chance that they may not do it, but I feel like they will. I feel like it's Binance push back. Wait, Binance AMA is pushed back 2 weeks. Who said that? Where's that coming from? Twitter? I don't see anything. Let me update this. You don't have anything there. Did Ed Kim say something? It was 19 hours ago. Mm-hmm. Where are you seeing this information at that it's been pushed back? Maybe just Binance. And what's the reason for that? Because they don't want to answer these questions related to these questions related to the off-chain burn tax? Probably. I feel like I'm still like tired from not sleeping that one day, but well, technically not sleeping. I did sleep a little bit, but I feel like I'm still tired from that. I had a good sleep last night though. It was like 8 hours, so we're good. Probably not enough. Shibarium on September 30th. We'll find out if they'll do burns for real this time. If they do burns, there'll be a big pump. Yeah, 100%. If they do burns and they just implement it, I think, yes, we will see a huge pump. Guys, we have 900 people here and we have 200 likes. If you can get this to 450 to 500 likes, I would be happy about that. So please hit that like button. So yeah, hit the like button. I'm gonna put that poll out there. See if that helps. But yeah, I hope is that confirmed that we are gonna see Shibarium on Shib. Am I following Shibarium? I feel like I'm not following Shibarium. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. There we go. Let's see. This should be eternity. Is Shibarium supposed to be? You're saying on September 30th? Do I not know about stuff? Have I been removed from information? Shibarium. Hashtag Shibarium. Time for what? Shibarium? I still don't see anything here. Shibarium public testnet soon. That was September 16th. Yeah, I dropping a small hint on Shibarium today. What? Okay. That mean it's supposed to come September 30th? Is that what we're going for? Or was that what? Please follow Shibarium. If all CEX on-chain burns are live, the minimal expectation should be 400 million Luna tokens. The minimal expectation should be 400 million. I mean, with different days where we're seeing 100 billion, if we see 100 billion and we're burning off 1%, that's 1 billion. We should be burning off 1 billion, at minimum there. If we're not seeing the on-chain transactions, then it's a different story, but we are seeing we are seeing the on-chain transactions. So we should be seeing a minimum of about 1 billion, Is it true that eToro accepted the implementation of the 1.2% off-chain for Lunic? If so, what are the implications? So yes, they have a very, very low amount of volume. So it's not going to be anything serious. We need to see the top players do that. If eToro is doing what eToro does, it's not a lot of volume. We're seeing less than 1% of overall volume. Can't even find it. Less than 1% of overall volume that goes into that. But if you have Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, HG, Kraken, all of these that are in at least the 0.03% of a percentage. Let me go ahead and bring this up here. So all of these we need to contribute towards the burn. Anything that's over a 0.5, I guess, percent there. And you could see Kraken has about 1%, maybe even a little bit more than that. KuCoin 9%, Binance TR 6%. So there's just a lot of different places that we want to focus on. Gate.io being another one of them, HG being another one of them. We need to see all of these implement the off-chain burns, because less than a percentage doesn't really matter to us. We need to see tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars that are going into this. And right now, the best case scenario that we have for off-chain burns is this right here, MEXC, which is 0.9% of the volume. And then you can even see here at 0.03%. So 0.93% total for MEXC of the volume. Then we should use eToro. KuCoin just bought and staked 48 billion. That's great, I guess. What time does Binance AMA start? From what I heard, is Binance is pushing back the AMA, but I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the detail of that. Binance AMA is on the way. You never know if they listen to the community. I'm sure they do listen to the community. I'm sure they have people that have eyes and ears on us. Everybody that's talking about Terra Luna Classic. Can USTC be staked? Not at the moment, but I know you would stake it with Anchor Protocol. Where can we see the staking percentage for USTC? I'm not sure where you could see the staking percentage for USTC, because I don't think it could be staked right now. Because where you would stake it was through. So let's go to Terra Station. Go back here to wallet. Through here, where you would get Anchor earned 16.26%, which I don't think you're getting any percentage right now. That's the whole reason why it did fall, was the 20% that you're getting paid on USTC. Not like the whole reason, but a big reason. Matt, check your CDC app for Lunic withdrawals and deposits. CDC suspended. Binance still paused. Probably many others. Must be having a massive effect on the chain burn on the burn tax. Yeah, 100%. That's why we're only seeing 100 million that's going through. We should be seeing a billion, but we have to give it a number of days for it to get situated for everything to happen there. But I thought they were ready for it, but they weren't 100% ready for it. Good morning. What date will Terra Rebels have their AMA with Binance? I believe it was supposed to be today, but I guess they're not doing that. But I still don't have that detail to tell me that they're not doing it. I'll go in, let's see, the Terra Rebels Discord group. And you scroll down. Sunday, September 18th. That's September 18th. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see anything on this. Let me go to present. No. I remember when Terra Rebels was at like 2,000 members, and now it's at about 10,000 members. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I don't know where. Maybe research and news. No, probably not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. October 6th. Oh, okay. 11 a.m. Eastern. Luna token still relevant? Is Luna token still relevant? Yes, it's still relevant. Um, no need to panic. Only 2% of our normal on-chain activity due to CEXs. Yeah. Matt, can you do a 24-hour Christmas stream if we would get to 1 cent till Christmas? Uh, I'm not sure if I'll do a 24-hour stream, not on Christmas. I don't know. I don't know how many people will be watching a Christmas stream. Like you could spend that time with your family. They're trolling you. It's not canceled. It's at 11 a.m. today. Then at this rate, it will take 136 years for MEXC. MEXC was able to burn 1 billion in just 3 days, with off-chain burns. Yeah, well, you obviously MEXC has about a 1% of the overall supply in a day. Why only 1 million burn? That's $280. What the fuck? So yeah, we see it's a hundred million that has been burned, but it's still not enough. It's 116 million that has been burned in total by the tax. But it's because of CEXs, it's because of the exchanges that can't get their, for lack of a better term, shit together. Excuse my French. It's not French. Maybe it is. I don't know. I won't even be on the internet for Christmas. Yeah, I mean, you think you won't. I'm always on the internet for everything. I do plan on putting like a. I was talking to Erica and we were like, we should put a tree down here because it's more of like a homey space down here. And I feel like with the couch and everything, it just feels a lot better. I mean, it feels homey to me because I'm always down here in the basement. Um, but yeah, I would like to, switch things up and obviously find a way to stream elsewhere too, like actually be insanely comfortable over there on that couch. That's where I slept um, last night for an hour and a half. Um, it's on YouTube channel. If wait, it's on the YouTube channel of Interchain, that the host of the AMA and is on October 7th. At this point, I don't even know anything. I don't. At this point, I don't even think anything's happening ever. I think that now the 1.2% burn tax will make the job of automated bots unprofitable because they sell to get very small profits. Yeah, yeah, I guess you're right. That's just with the Terra Classic coins. Matt, any update on stable coins? Do you see the SEC wiping them out? Not any stable coins that are already established. They're mainly just going through and trying to fight Terra like stable coins. So saying that anything that created as an algorithmic stablecoin has failed in the past. We know it has failed in the past, and even this one has failed. So anything that's created that's a Terra like, or they could have just said algorithmic stablecoin, um, will be banned for a number of years. Just hopped on. Not sure if you mentioned this yet, but Binance / Terra Rebels AMA has been postponed. and will now take place on October 6th. Probably because they're having so many issues with the on-chain burns that they need to, I guess, focus on that before they talk about it. Edward Kim just said, October 6th. All right, so it's October 6th. Your title sucks. All right, Michael. That's good. Um, and no, it's not enough. It's dead. It's a dead end street with a dream y'all fools are holding onto. Stop it, move on, and reinvest into another crypto. You know, what's crazy is like if you don't like what we talk about here, there's always like I don't understand this, and I guess we can talk about it a little bit. Um, Somebody yesterday said like the same thing, not the same thing as in like what you're saying, but sort of similar. Where they were just like, "What you're doing sucks," and I looked at how many times they've commented, and they commented like 8 times over the past week. It's like if you don't like it, you can comment and then leave. You don't have to subscribe because we're on subscribers only, meaning you had to subscribe in order to say this. Now, if you've been subscribed, then I understand. I mean, you just can just say whatever you want to say. I'm not going to ban you yet. I probably will ban you eventually if if that continues. I'm okay with criticism, but for people to just say negative things without backing why um, makes no sense, and usually doesn't have any type of space for me to even talk about. But I just wanted to talk about this because it's interesting how people will come here and say negative things about the position for days, and it's like, why are you here? It's 7:12. It's 7:12 a.m. and you're here to listen to me talk about a position that you don't like. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird to me. Hilarious, but weird. What do you mean? You said that there's a typo in the title. There's no typo in the title. What do you mean? Dude, don't waste your time. We must talk about TFL. What about TFL? Spiteful people are driven, I guess. And the crazy thing is you had to be a subscriber for 5 minutes in order to do that. So they had to subscribe to me. And maybe they are still subscribed to me. Check your notifications on Twitter. What about my notifications on Twitter? Uh, gonna take 20 years to burn the supply. It's not fair. We need off-chain burns. Okay, I guess I can unretweet that. And why was it today? Whatever. All right, so September 6th, or sorry, October 6th. We're all for it. I like you, man, but not Luna. Yeah, I mean that's cool. Regardless of my crypto performance being 34, and now I'm planning on retiring at by 2030. So if the bull run comes sooner, even better. Yeah, I mean, I would like that as well. When is the next golf video? Today, I'm gonna be uploading a golf video. I went out and played golf yesterday, which I was kind of concerned about. I was like, will I be tired at the golf course? And no, I was wide awake. I actually hit some of the best shots that I've hit in this whole like golf season, right? I've been playing some of the best golf in the last couple of days. Not the best score wise, but definitely ball striking. I went from hitting my 9 iron barely 100 yards at times. Sometimes it would go 110 yards and all of that. And now I'm hitting my 9 iron. I'm worried about going over the green at 150 yards, which I did 4 times. So so I gained so much distance in a matter of a month, and I was doing this speed training, and I'm gonna talk about this in another video, but I did a whole like 30 days of speed training, and it was so fun to do because you know, you're getting a workout, you're really focusing on you know, what's happening, why you're not hitting it far. And it's not just the speed for me, it was also the face. I was hitting it off of the hosel. I was hitting it off of the heel every time and losing distance, and it was just going out to the right. And the problem is that my face is completely open, and I'll explain all of this in the video. But it's definitely, you know, what did Anchorman say? Mind boggling. You know how you feel so trapped, like your mind is trapped in a bottle, like Anchorman, because it's mind boggling, but it's not. Anyways, um, yeah, it's definitely the next golf video is coming out today, and I'm gonna be, you know, uploading them. I have a bunch of different golf videos that I have to edit, and one specifically, you know, towards the 30 days of speed training. What do you think of this long term, even with utility on chain? It is good idea to have the burn tax. Luna gets voted in the suicidal on-chain burn tax, which is their prerogative, but we're now running around demanding that exchanges forcibly steal a cut out of traders' transactions and throw it into the burn wallet to pump their tokens price. Selfish, silly, anti-blockchain. So I don't know who this person is, and I won't ever follow them, but I think they're wrong. There's a lot of people that don't think that burns work. And the reason why they don't think that burns work, um, in as a whole, sorry, I'm getting distracted from another message that's pretty interesting here. Um, but the reason why they think that burns won't work is because they never worked in the past. You know, we've seen a bunch of different coins that have implemented a burn. And let's just use SafeMoon, for instance. SafeMoon had a burn, right? They ended up doing V2s and I think a V3, I'm not sure. But they ended up doing another version. And that's the problem, is to where the burn was supposed to have a large impact on the overall supply so that we can get down to the level that they ended up getting to in the V2, right? Burning off maybe 2 zeros or 3 zeros. But they decided to do it by you know, migrating over into a version 2, forcibly migrating everybody over. And that didn't work for a lot of people. So now the burns became irrelevant. Um, but it also didn't have the popularity to burn down enough. That's why they ended up doing a V2. It would have taken way too long to burn down the entire supply. Now, with something like Terra Classic, it's a different story because you have billions of dollars that are flowing through it. Billions of dollars that are flowing through can burn down the supply to gain a lot of people money, gain a lot of people value. But it's not only about that. It's about finding an in to where we get in at the beginning. We set up a passive income strategy to where we may be staking and gaining a lot out of it, but setting our bags so that, you know, we have 1 million or, you know, 500,000 that's going into it instead of buying 10,000 at the top. We are now establishing ourselves at the bottom and bringing in newer, stronger investors, stronger utilities into the project. I feel like that's a little ridiculous to say that you're forcibly stealing from traders. The traders are willing to do it because we voted for it. The people that voted for this to happen, you know, we had 90% support. So if we have 90% support, it makes no sense for you to say that you're forcibly stealing from traders. that have supported it. The people that support Terra Classic, that truly support Terra Classic, we're telling you that we want the on-chain burns, we want the off-chain burns, right? So to say that we're forcibly stealing from traders by doing that, yeah, the traders that don't care about the utility, yes, we're stealing from them. Yes, they just want to, instead of seeing 90, instead of seeing 100% profit, right? They're now seeing 99% profit. So yes, we're taking their 1.2% of their profit that they're looking to just buy in at the low price and sell to collapse the position and not care about the position. We care about the overall position as well as our gains. So that's what doesn't make sense to me. Um, I I don't want I don't want to see anything else from this guy. I don't know who he is, but the two things that I've seen has just been extremely negative when it's fully opinion based. Yeah, I don't understand it. It's fully opinion based. When Luna hit $1, I'm not sure when it's gonna hit $1. Um, hey Matt, when possible, fix your video title. Classic is misspelled. What do you mean? Classic is spelled right. If TFL does a huge burn, we will get popularity. Uh, if TFL does a huge burn, we will get popularity. Simple as that. No, we have popularity already. Um, but when we do have the burns that are setting in every single day, we're going to gain more and more popularity because people see the path forward. Then you start seeing more utility that's coming back as we get this supply back down to a lower point, as we get back to a regular price or a normal price. Yes, we can get to 1 penny where we stand with the current supply. However, if we burn more and more every single day, it's easier to get to a penny. It's easier to get to that cent mark. It doesn't have to be 1 cent. It could be two. It could be three. It could be five. Right. But to get back to a what you normally see, if you can get back to a currency that you can pull out of your pocket, that's where we start seeing more and more popularity and more FOMOing that's going into it. Because if I can pull out, if I know that Terra Luna Classic is a penny, I'm adding 2 zeros to my portfolio, right? Um, and instead of looking at $10,000, it's now $1 million at that point. When let's see, mm, it's missing a S. It has two S's. He means your YouTube title, the classic, is spelled with one S. I see it right here, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me show you. I see the title. Look, classic, two S's, two S's. What are you saying? One S, two S's. Are we burning Terra Luna Classic? Classic, two S's, not one S. I don't know what people were talking about. Um, is crypto.com doing a temporary burn like MEXC? Or are they just burning deposits and withdrawals? Looking at their announcement, it sounds like they'll do spot burns, but how long? Also, nobody likes Mantera. So then why are people listening to him? Why do we have 100,000 people that are listening to him and liking and all of that other stuff? There's a lot of people, I guess, that hate Terra Luna Classic, so I guess I understand. Um, But I'm not sure. I thought they were going to do, I thought crypto.com was going to just do on-chain burns. Um, so I haven't seen anything off-chain at all, but they can't even figure out the on-chain burns yet. So even if they were doing off-chain burns, it's not going to be live yet because, again, they're not doing uh, on-chain burns. So it should just be from deposits and withdrawals, but not 100% sure. I know I can't. Well, I guess I can do spot trading, um, but I don't have access to the exchange. At least I don't think I do. I've tried multiple times and I still haven't gotten access yet. Um, I don't have a ton of money, but I'd give 1.2% for a chance at a million and to be a part of this comeback. Yeah, I know, and I feel like it's way more than that. Um, people are looking at this solely for just the gain. Yes, there's a lot of people out there that just want to see this go from where it is now to 10 cents. Sorry, and be able to gain, all the zeros that they need to gain in order to get $1 million. There's those people. But then there's people that want it to grow into something big. Obviously I want to collect profit. And that's my idea, is to collect profit throughout this time. Now, my strategy has been changing. So while this strategy here is sort of remaining the same up to 45 cents, is remaining the same, taking 22 million coins and, pocketing maybe a total of, that's too much, a total of 4.7 million. Yeah. And then the rest that's sitting in the staked account, will I decide to keep that staked in order to just collect the passive income? Now, it depends how low this is going to get to. If we want to see this get down to less than a billion, I don't want to hold the power in selling 22 million to be a large impact. Like if we have it at, let's say we have this at 200 million total coins, and I'm holding 22 million in Terra Station. Well, I'm considered a huge whale at that point because we have 200 million. I have 22 million. That's 10% of the overall supply that's in one wallet, which means I would never sell it. I would collect the returns, but I would never sell it because do I want to collapse Terra Luna Classic? I don't. Um, would I want to do something really good for the community? Yes, I would. Um, but I'm not sure how that all will play out. So what I would say is my strategy keeps changing, and every time we get closer to, when we get closer to 45 cents, yeah, I most likely will take a lot of my holdings there. But if we look at how much I'm holding over in Terra Station at that point, if it's worth 50 cents and I have 22 million, I'm looking at $11 million that I have staked in Terra Station. And then what I'm receiving every day, hopefully, if the rewards stay the same, which most likely the rewards are not going to stay the same, we're not going to see them at 32%. So I'm not going to receive, let's go back here. So I'm not going to receive 27 or 17,000 coins a day, which I'll have to, let's look at it in the last minute. Let's make sure we have the staking rewards in the last minute. Let me go to staking rewards, or you know what? I'll go to delegations. And we'll go to Smart Stake. I want to see what Smart Stake has. So let me quickly just get this. I'm going to refresh this, and I'm going to see what it is. We got 1,058 people here, guys. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so. If the community wants 1.2% burns, oh, I just missed it. I missed my, no, I didn't. Okay, so this is what we're standing at. Why is that? Why is that so big? All right, doesn't matter. I'll just copy it. and we'll see how much I'm gonna how much I'm gonna gain in the next minute, the next 1 minute. You always got to go 1 minute. If the community wants 1.2% burns, then why don't they just burn 1.2% of their own holdings and reward at every time they buy their own coin? Um, why don't they just burn 1.2% of their own holdings? So I mean, it's forcing everybody that's doing it, because there's a lot of people that are in the community that vote in the community that don't want to do that, or that don't know if others are going to do that, right? So it's it's more on the mindset that everybody is forced to do it. So if you are part of the community and you support it, it's showing that you should support it in a bigger way. Come on, man. There we go. Let me take this. So I'm receiving 5.28. Yeah, so the rewards might have gone down. So let's see. Where's Smart Stake? Where's Smart Stake? Somewhere here. There it is. I received, let's go to my spreadsheet, copy this amount, put that here, and let me update this. Oh, wow. So it looks like for me, getting 5.28 in the next minute, in the last minute, it's down to 14%. So instead of getting that 17,000, I'm now getting 7,600. So rewards have dropped in the last day. And it makes sense why rewards would fall down. I mean, I'm okay with getting anything, so it's fine with me. Sorry, I'm just trying to clear this. Unless Binance gets involved, it will take forever. Um, I mean, define forever. So it will take a long time if we just see off-chain burns, but it depends how much volume goes in. Right now, what we're seeing, let me go over to not my wallet. Let's go over to Terra Station. But if we see um, this to where that's UST, let's go to Luna. If we're looking at the burns or the volume in the last couple of days, we should be seeing 4 billion or 3 billion here, 3 billion here, 1 billion here, and then who knows what the on-chain volume is for the 21st. I don't know what it is. At least some other people may know what it is, but I would imagine it's a lot lower because you didn't have a way of doing deposits or withdrawals on a lot of platforms. However, when you do have the ability to do a lot more deposits and withdrawals, if you look at the last 7 days, we can see this, most days, I guess it hovers around the 100 billion mark. So you would be looking at least a billion that you would be burning off every day, which it would take a very long time. Burning off a billion every day would be 100 days to get to a billion, or 1,000 days to get to a trillion, which would be a number of years in order to get to 1 trillion that you're burning off. However, you will have some of those days to where, like if we go back 14 days, we can see that we have 2.85 trillion or 3.13 trillion that's there. So if we're looking at obviously 1% of that, we're looking at tens of billions. Tens of billions. So I would definitely take that any day of the week. Now I expect to see so much more as more FOMO's going in. We expect to see way more than 100 billion, but that's usually where we hover. Between 100 to 300 billion is where we usually hover for on-chain for on-chain burns or on-chain transactions. So it would take a long time there. How can I DM you about something that can really help you out? You DM me about something that can really help me out? I mean, I usually answer all my messages on Patreon, but I don't want you to sign up for Patreon just to message me about something that'll help me out. at a personal level, or I don't know, business level. I don't really know what it's referring to. Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? Not much. We thought there was an AMA that was going to happen today, but I guess that was postponed to the 6th of October, which I don't even know if I'm busy then, but we'll see. Um, community poll, I'll probably make time. Community pool or poll was 19 million. It just jumped to 39 million. I saw it was at 19 million yesterday, and now it's at 39 million. And you got 359,000. That's good. It's not a bad thing. 254 million just burned. Are you joking? Was that from all the transactions that should have included the burn or something? Why am I going over here? Lunic Penguin. Oh wow, so it jumped from 114 to 254 million. That's great. And then seeing 347,000 USTC. He's gonna help you out by scamming all your crypto, so you don't have to worry about what's going on in crypto anymore. Oh, you would do that for me? You would do that for me? I didn't think anybody was that kind in the world, that would scam me out of my crypto in order to, make sure I'm happy. I'm just playing. Please don't do that. Anybody, don't do it. We got 803 likes, 1,082 people that are here. You've been a member for 2 months, Khalif. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate it. Khalif? Hopefully I'm saying your name right, Khalif. What is the price? What is the price if target 10 billion supply would be reached? Is $1 or 1 cent. So right now, the target price is based on what the max market cap has been. So the max market cap that we have seen in the last, let's say, month or so, has been around the 4 billion mark. So 3.5 billion, sorry, the 4 billion mark. So if we're looking at a 10 billion supply, we would be looking at a 35-cent price if we see that max of 3.5 billion dollars worth of a market cap. So that's where that price would be at 10 billion total supply. I want to see it go lower than that, even though the verbiage to the coding or the verbiage to the proposal says to 10 billion. The verbiage to in the coding doesn't actually stop at 10 billion. It keeps going. So 1 billion is definitely a thing. What if another coin was created on Terra Classic Network that could get supply off of Lunic? Let's say 1.5 trillion and burn that supply over time. Can this work? Yes, you can create another coin on the Terra Classic Network, and you're saying get the supply off of Lunic. You still have to build up the people to hold it. So people have to believe in that position that's going to burn off the supply of Lunic, which is very difficult to do. You have to have everybody believe in it, and some people just don't believe in things like that. So, and you do have other people that do believe in it. So that's why you have things like Lunatics token, where I believe they're trying to do something to where they are bridged over to the Terra chain, but I'm not 100% sure if or when that's going to happen. We can totally relieve you of your crypto burden, Matt, if you want. Only need 100% of your Lunic holdings. That's nice. That's nice of you. That you know me, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I know, I know. I'm just joking. It's a joke. And no actual like scammer would send a super chat in order to scam someone out of their money. I mean, depending on how much money they had, I guess. You were right for the first time. And thanks. Wait, you were right the first time. Khalif or Khalif? Khalif. Um, and thanks. I enjoy the content. Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's reassuring. I'll tell you that. Watch the chart. Fight dumper slash shorter on 1 minute. Let's look at how the chart's going. I want to see Terra Classic pull back a lot more. I've been saying this for a number of days. Most people don't want to see it pull back. They're always like, why is the price dumping? Is everything over? All that stuff. I just want to see lower prices. If I could see a lower price, we can burn more. That's what it's all about. So this is what I want. I didn't want it to be like a ridiculous mover because if we saw, let's say, $10 billion worth of volume and this absolutely skyrocketed up, then it would be more difficult to burn. I want to see it at these low levels and stay stable. Maybe see $1 billion in volume. Maybe see 1.5 billion in volume. But to get up to 10 billion or 5 billion or whatever in volume and see it massively increase, I don't want to see that because then you have to rely on high volume. If we have a high price, you have to rely on high volume to see any type of normal burns. If we have a lower price, we don't have to rely on high volume. We can see $400 million. We can see $500 million. We can see $1 billion and know that we're going to be able to burn off a lot because of the fact that the price is so low. Let me go say bye to Harper. I'm going to go say bye to Harper real quick. Give me 1 minute. I'll be back. Yep. Is the AMA today? I don't. It's not. So apparently, it's been pushed to the 6th. Everything's itching. I think my throat itches a lot. And then at the top of my throat, like up near, like I feel like it's burning up near my nose because it's like a tickle, but I can't get it. It's freaking weird. Waiting patiently for my validator to go live. Happy Caddy Crypto. Yeah, AMA was postponed to October 6th. Hi, I'm a Nigerian prince and I have been stranded for some time and I need your help to find my way home. Please send your please send me your Lunic so I can find my way back to my homeland. Thank you. Um, well, seems like you really need it, so I'll help you out. Hi, Matt. CoinPay implemented pays with Lunic. This is huge. I think it's I wouldn't say huge, but it's definitely a thing. That's good to see. Uh, Allergies are really bad right now. Is that true? Like allergies in general are really bad right now? Because I don't know when allergy season is, and I thought it was just during like the spring. I didn't know that it was something that hovers over like winter or fall or anything. Because I never had allergies, and then this last year it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Um, so I don't know. I'm trying to get a sense as to when allergy season is so that I can expect when I need to buy my allergy medication because I don't like it. I don't like it. My eyes are itching, my throat itches, everything. Um, hey Matt, do you think we can see $1 if we burn 60 billion? If we burn 60 billion a day, yeah, we can see it very, very quickly. But it's difficult to burn 60 billion a day. You would have to see, you know, trillions that are going through Terra Station. Which let me go back here and see in the last day the total amount that has been burned off, not just in dollars, or not burned off, that has been that's going through. So here we have this is millions, billions, so 1.6 trillion in total coins have been transacted in the last day. Um, so that's good. Obviously, we can see even more than that at times. And if we're seeing that many that's going through, I will take that any day of the week if we can see burns on that 1.6 trillion. But out of that 1.6 trillion in the last day, how much was on chain burns? Probably like 10% of that, maybe even less. Like typically in the last day, we saw 1.6 trillion, but um, it might even be to a point where we only saw 100 billion that has gone through. So that would be less than 10%. Why is KuCoin staked so much, Lunic? Um, Maybe to gain. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe if they're gaining a certain percentage, they can allow people to stake on their platform and then give them a lower percentage. That's usually how that works. Um, why are they still minting USTC? I don't see any minting of USTC. It's been the same. 140 million in the last hour. What the? Yeah. So maybe they have something fixed because that's how it should be. We should be seeing, at least a billion that's burning every day, at least. I ask important questions and I get skipped. The main reason I never come here. I'm sorry. I tried to go through, but it it automatically skips when I scroll down. So like I try and scroll down and read the ones that are right below it, and then I'll skip all the way down because by the time I answer that question, there's like 40 more questions that come through. Um, I wish I can just highlight. I wish what YouTube should do for this is once you click on somebody's name, it should highlight everything that they've said in the past so that we can see what anybody has said in the last couple of minutes or so. So I'm sorry if I'm skipping your question. Um, like now I can't even find that thing that you just said, and I was just talking about it because I was trying to find what your name is. Um, is it not because KuCoin has a validator node? Yes. Yes. Sorry. They do have a validator node. You're absolutely correct. I never even thought about that at all. So yes, that would be the reason why. Right here. Which I don't have the detail to, but I don't have how much people are getting in percentage wise, but yeah. Oof. So you are absolutely right. 254 million burned. Tell me another coin. Um, now I lost that. God darn it. 250 million burned. Tell me another coin that burns that much in a little over a day. It's a start. Yeah, I would agree. 254 million that has been burned, and that's definitely a start. It should be a billion a day, and it will be more than a billion a day. I would guarantee it's probably going to be, you know, at least 1.2 billion, because we're going to see 100 billion that goes through on-chain burns. And then if we see those days where we see, 200, 300, 400 billion, we could see, 3 billion or 4 billion or 5 or 10, all of those levels. Because if we see if we see 3 trillion that's supposed to go through Terra Station, we're going to be looking at 30 billion coins that we can burn off on that day. And if we can see those days where we're burning 30 billion coins in a matter of a month, which should be very, very simple math. But guess who's not going to make it simple math, because it should be 900 billion. Is that right? We'd be burning 900 billion coins in a month. So almost a trillion. With that would be the highest point of just on-chain burns. So it can happen with just on-chain burns. The problem is, will we see 3 trillion coins that go through on-chain burns every single day? Probably not. Burn, baby, burn. Yes. Funny thing is, I think that was my title. That was what my title was supposed to be. I don't think I have that on my thumbnail. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I put "We Are Burning." My thumbnail was supposed to say "Burn, baby, burn," but I ended up changing that to "We're burning" or "We are burning." Don't know why. Just decided to. Just looks better. You jumped 150 million in an hour. Um, I said, wait. I said I was told we were to have 3 trillion. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm reading this wrong. I said I was told we have to burn 3 trillion to see a 5 to see the 5 area again. Is this true, or how does it work? We have to burn 3 trillion to see the 5 area again. What's the 5 area? Like $5 billion worth of a market cap, or I don't know what you're saying by 5 area. Or do you mean like 0.0005? We don't have to burn 3 trillion coins to get to 0.0005. We don't have to burn anything to get to. We can drop this zero and still not burn a damn thing, and we'll see a $6 billion market cap, which is not ridiculous. So I don't know what the 5 area is. Maybe it's something like $5. We have to burn basically 99% to see that. Serious question, Matt. Any news on Voyager allowing sells? Not any recent news. I've been watching some people on that. I haven't been looking into it. I've just been listening to videos about it. And apparently there's like an auction to where they're going to buy, basically all of the assets of Voyager to keep Voyager alive or keep the investors' money safe. So a bigger company would buy basically Voyager. Maybe it would be like Fidelity, or it would be another like exchange that's looking to get into crypto. Or it could be a exchange that's already established in crypto but just want to take the investors and bring them over there. It could be that, but I don't know. And I hear there's an auction for someone to buy Voyager. And if they do, I would imagine all the investors are going to they're going to eat that debt. And whoever ends up buying it is going to eat the debt. And then they're going to take the customers and hopefully find value in those customers. Is CZ allowing transactions before the AMA, or is everything still frozen? So I don't know if everything's frozen. I can't trade in Binance. So someone else would have to let me know if they can deposit or withdraw their money. But the AMA is not today. The AMA is on the 6th. Ed, wait, hey Matt, Ed just posted recently he's working out calculations with Binance. Good news, I guess. Yeah, that's great news. If he's working out calculations, I feel like they should be talking to MEXC. Did you just spit on the ground? No, no, no. I didn't spit on the ground. No, no, no. I sometimes when I have to clear what's in here, I go away from the mic. So I don't do it in the mic because I know most people don't want to hear that. So I do it away from the mic so that you sort of can't hear it. Um, because it's disgusting and it tickles in my throat. There's so many like tickles. And it tickles and then at the top of every like uh something it like I don't know. It feels like I'm talking too much. Like I'm talking through my nose. Because if I hold my nose, I actually don't feel a tickle. I don't feel anything. But then I'm like talking through my nose. Oh, it's weird. So yeah, I just try and make sure you guys don't hear that stuff. It's out of respect for you guys. Except super chats in Lunic. Contributing is love. Yeah, send your super chats through with Lunic. I'll take it. Any idea um, when will Lunic Poker go live? Lunic Poker go live? I don't know. Is that the same? That's the same poker person that got mad at me for not pushing the poker match or something. Matt spits Lunic. That's how he burns. Don't hate. I hear you. COVID. Why does everybody say that every time? I'm telling you, people out there, COVID is the new WebMD. Or COVID, I I can't say COVID is a new cancer or anything, but COVID is like the way people go about saying COVID. It's like WebMD, to where you say anything is wrong, and instantly the first thing that pops up is cancer. It's like my nose is burning. Well, you might have throat cancer. I mean, it's a possibility. It's always a possibility, but it seems like they always default to that. You'd be like, my son is having stomach pains. Have you tried cancer? It's like, what? What are you talking about? Relax. You start typing it in. You start typing it in on WebMD. You're like, my wrist, and then it instantly pops up. It's like, did you mean cancer? Sorry, I just feel like anytime I look something up, that's how it happens. Did you see what Satoshi said yesterday about SHIB for the Discord today? I didn't see everything, but I saw something about Satoshi said Shibarium, and a bunch of people got hype. Your body is telling you're eating too much meat. I'm eating too much meat. I don't eat too much meat. There's some days where my body may be telling me I'm not eating enough, because there's some days where I don't eat, like basically eat at all. Check your Patreon. My messages. Ow. Ow. You need 50% rewards for staking per year. Um, I'll have to check it out. Oh, I thought my hat was in the front. Get her liver cleanse treatment. um, I'm becoming a Nigerian prince. Send me your Lunic, and your family will be granted riches. Really? That sounds great. You're becoming a Nigerian prince. You weren't born a Nigerian prince. You're just becoming a Nigerian prince. Something that you decided today. Hey Matt, did you hear about the burn rates on STT? I heard it comes. I heard it comes and goes. That that was a good one. That's good. That's pretty good. I like it. Uh, Shiba is my wife, but Lunik is my sugar daddy. All right. Wouldn't it be sugar mama? Like, I don't, if Shiba's your wife, why would you have a sugar daddy? You have a sugar mama. I mean, you could swing both ways, but it's fine. I'm just gonna let it go. You regard or you're reading every message I typed after mine. It's it happens. It does happen. Sometimes I read all of your messages. Sometimes I read none of them. But it's okay. I try to read as many as I can. We're almost at 400K USTC burned. We should reach the first million in a couple of days. Only 10K. I mean, we'll probably reach that today. Only 10K days more to go. Another 30 years of waiting. Yeah, it'll probably happen today. I'm pretty sure something happened with exchanges to where some are allowing deposits and withdrawals, and including the 1.2% burn that's involved with it. So, um, I don't know how much. Let's go back to Terra, Terra Station, because again, if you look at this, each day we should see about a billion, at least a billion that goes in for burns. For USTC, we should be seeing, if we're looking at 155 million, we should be looking at least a million a day for all of them. And these days, we should obviously be looking at, you know, tens of millions. So it works. It works. The burns work, but it's going to take a while to burn off the entire supply. Sheba is the ex-wife sucking out the child support, and Lunik is the sugar daddy. Lunik is the sugar daddy providing the child support payments for Sheba. That's what it is. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's funny. Matthew, I have a question. Why is the hype around Lunik not the same like a few weeks ago when one coin was around the 0.0006, while the burn tax is live now. So, the burn tax one, people are kind of, you're trying to get a sense on how people think. Yes, you do have people that want to get in before the burn tax happens. So that's most likely the reason why you can see things that move a little bit more. But then you also have staking that went live a little bit before that. And seeing how much people are staking, see how much people believe in it, shows that this does have a future going forward. But when it comes to, the overall position here, sorry, I lost my place. Um, when it comes to the overall price and where it was, it's not just about establishing as much hype as possible. A lot of times when you see hype, you see people that follow until it reaches a certain point. Um, so we'll have more FOMOing and more FOMOing, and then once that FOMO expires a little bit, you'll see it start to retrace. And when it retraces, nobody wants to touch it, right? Even though those are the times when you should be touching it, and when most people make money is when it does retrace from some of those levels. Um, but people won't touch it for a while to see how the burn rate affects them. So it's more of like a middle school dance situation where we're all sitting on the sidelines waiting for the first person to, or the first couple to go out there and just start dancing. And then everybody else will start dancing. You'll see another person go out, another couple that'll go out. Basically, that's what we're in, that middle school dance situation right now. They're skeptical to make that move because we don't know if it's going to pull back or it's going to run, right? Why does Stake Bin show 1.7 million USTC being minted? I'm a little confused. Yeah, I don't know why they're showing that. I've been using Lunic Penguins for everything. I don't know if they have it accurately displayed. They're also not showing the uh, right amount of Lunic being burned. That staking of Lunic tells you that people believe in Lunic's future. Yes. So staking in Lunic, you're staking it for a longer period of time, meaning that you're no matter what, you're holding it for at least 21 days. Once you stake it, you're holding for 21 days. Um, uh, if you had a longer staking period, then it would show you how much they believe in their future. But when you do stake in something, yes, you're trying to gain a little bit of a percentage by holding it, but you're also holding it for a longer period of time. So if this all collapses in in a matter of a day, you have 21 days, you can't sell anything. So why is Linux price collapsing? It's not collapsing. It should be holding stable. So yesterday you had peaks and valleys, right? And right now, the reason why it's showing that it's down 3% is because it was at a peak at that point. And since it hit so many peaks and valleys yesterday to where it is right now, it's pretty much stable. It's been hovering around that 28, I would say high 27s all the way to 30s for pretty much like a week now, right? So it's been pretty stable. It's not dropping. It's just depending on what time period it was. So um, yesterday at 8 a.m., you saw this at the highest point. So it's going to look like it's dropping more, even though it's not moving, right? Because um, it's all based on what you're seeing there. So like somebody said, and we've heard plenty of times, when in doubt, zoom out, right? You can zoom out and see exactly what I'm seeing here, but just know it's a 24-hour cutoff. It'd be a good time to place an ad. That's what they're saying. I'll place an ad. So again, that's why you're seeing it from 27 or 30 to 27. But once you see it down here at 28, it's still going to look like it's down, but down a lot less. And then you're going to see it look like it is down a lot more and then a lot less. It may even be up at that time, right? Because it'll be 27.79. And at this exact time, 5:39, it's most likely going to be up and it's going to look like it's green. You never read my questions. I mean, really, even when I become a member. No, I will. I just it's so difficult, guys. I can't read everybody's questions. It's not about never reading anybody's questions. I can't get to everything. See, if people say when you go, just put your question within your comment there that says you never read any of my questions, and then I probably will read that question. Um, because there's a lot of times I read the reaction more than the actual question that you have. Like right now, I'm talking so much, and 10 other questions have come through. Matt, how much percent of on-chain volume is for CEXs? It's probably a really large percentage because um, Terra Station really does nothing there. Most of it is from withdrawals um, and deposits from the Terra network. So um, I would say that you're probably seeing majority of the volume, somewhere around maybe 90% of the volume that flows through that. Hey Matt, do you have XRP and where did you put your sell order? So I don't have XRP now. Um, I did have XRP back when it was 60 cents and it went up to like $1 and like 30 cents or something, or $1 and It went up to something where I doubled my money. So $1 and like 30 cents, and I think it went higher to like $1.50 at that point. But then I ended up selling it, and that was way back when. And I saw a couple of swing trade opportunities that I just didn't buy into, but I treat it as a swing trade. Room, you're doing your best. Wouldn't be investing in Terra if it wasn't for your videos. I appreciate that. I wouldn't say screw anybody. I would just say like I try, to do that. I try to answer a lot of things, but you can see all the comments that are going through and all the comments that I'm skipping. And it's not skipping it on purpose. It's just trying to stay up to date with what people are talking about. You don't read my questions. Do you believe in Binance? Do you believe Binance will enable the burn tax on off-chain? I do. I do think they will enable it off-chain and on-chain. Obviously on-chain, but off-chain definitely. I believe that they're going to do that. And the reason being is because so many people support it, and they're going to see a lot of people that move to places where they can do it. So the 2 trillion that they have will turn to, or the 2.3 trillion will turn to 2 trillion, maybe even 1.7. Do you ever get tired of having to explain the same thing over and over again? Not really. I mean, I like when people ask the question, because then it knows that, or I know that I should make a video about it. So when people ask the same question, it's like, hey, when do you see it get to a dollar? On the same day, if they ask the question saying, do you see it get to a dollar by the end of the year? We have 20 questions that come through and ask that. Well, now I need to create a video on it because that's where the interest lies today. So no, it's not. I don't ever get tired of answering it. So don't feel like if you come in here and you ask a question, I may have already answered it, because yes, I probably already answered it, but I will give you kind of the brief version of what I said before, and it will get better explained as time goes on. You really, you really read that. Oh my God. Matt, what do you think? What do you think we will reach when we will reach 1 cent? What do you think we will reach 1 cent in the next year? I think we will reach 1 cent in the next year. I thought I was reading that completely wrong, but it was just the wrong way. It was worded the wrong way. Um, yes, I do think we will reach 1 cent within the next year. I think we will have off-chain burns that come into play, and I think that's why they did push back the AMA. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but I did. And it always feels good when you do rhyme. I don't know why it does. Um, but yeah, I think that we will see 1 cent by the end of the year, and people may think that I'm crazy, especially with how much we have burned in the first day of the burn being live. Um, but I think we will burn more and more from on chain, and then I think we will also have off chain that hits maybe sometime next month. So, do you feel like it will hit penny by the end of the year after seeing the burns? I just answered that. Today, only 4 million, 4 million my expectations, and still waiting exchange. I don't know what you're saying there, Matt. MEXC already stopped burning. It was just for 15 day. It was a 15-day event. I didn't know that. I thought it was a forever thing. They're not, but that doesn't make sense because they're not burning, like they're doing the 1.2% burn for people's transactions. So if people are already showing that they're okay with that, why are they not continuing to do that? You're saying MEXC was just for 15 days? Because I know they were doing to where they were burning their own fees, but now this is something where you're burning the transactions. You're taking the money out of the transactions and burning that off. So you're saying they're not doing that anymore. When is the AMA? It's not happening today. Rhymed again. It's at October 20 or October 6th. Matt, look, it doubled, 250 million burned in Lunic Penguins. I know. I saw another YouTuber did the math as well, and he came with more than 900 years to $1. I really don't think we can wait that long. You don't think we can wait 900 years? What? No, it's not 900 years. I heard that too about MEXC. Yeah, why would they do that? If people were okay with the 1.2% burn in every transaction for Lunic, then why not just keep it? It's by the investors. If the volume didn't decrease, why would they not keep it forever? They figured out how to do it, so just keep doing it. If that's the case, that pisses me off, and I'm going to talk down MEXC. I read that MEXC is still doing the 1.2% burn. Wait, I read MEXC is still doing the 1.2% burn, but keeping it. So you're not seeing any burns that are how, or some people are saying they're seeing burns, but they're keeping the extra money as a fee. Yes, it was 15 days, and they would implement it for the long term if their community asked them to. So then ask them to. 450 years for 5 cents, 225 years for 25 cents. You're looking at the math right now. Yes, it's going to take a long time. MEXC will support the 1.2% burn tax proposal of Terra Classic and MEXC 15 days ago created. I think it would be 2 billion per week. The burn on Lunic. So the burn would be a lot higher. The burn should be a lot higher. We should see, if we're looking at Terra Station, what it should be is at least 1 billion a day. And if we're looking at 1 billion a day, it'll take 100 days to get to 100 billion, 1,000 days to get to 1 trillion. Right? And that means that in order to get to the 7 trillion mark, you would need 7,000 days, which I don't know how many years that is, just by simple math. I mean, just by understanding what the on-chain burns would do if it stays at 100 billion, 100 billion total that's transacted on chain. So wait, what was I saying? So you see 1 billion a day, 7,000 days. What's 7,000 divided by equals 7,000 equals. Somebody's going to do this math before me. 7,000 divided by 365. 19 years. It would take 19 years, which is not bad. Obviously, that's not short term. It would take 19 years for that to play out if we're burning, and it takes 7,000 days in order to burn that. So that's what we can expect at maximum. And it starts to decrease as we burn more. If one day we burn 2 billion, it's not 7,000 days, right? So at this rate, at the rate we are going, where we will see on-chain burns and see 1 billion that can burn off per day, will take 7,000 days or 19 years for this to play out. And that's at maximum. That's an absolute maximum. And I can do a video on that to talk about the maximum versus the where I believe we're going to go. You know what? That's a good video idea. I like that. It's about maximum. There we go. Wait, hold up. Somebody just said something. They did the burn to see how many people would jump over to their exchange, and nobody really did. We let them down. Everybody waited for almighty Binance. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the idea. People want to wait for the exchanges that are going to do it, but I feel like we still show support for their exchange. We're not just going to see people like just like jump over to their exchange. Maybe people open accounts, um, but I didn't think you would see that you would see a bunch of people jump over. I thought that eventually, if you see the burn tax on chain and you see the only person that's doing it off chain do it, or the only exchange doing it off chain is doing it, then we would make that move. But they should have put that 15-day period when the on chain burns went live. So from yesterday until the end of the month, they could have done like the on chain burns or something, or maybe even to the middle of next month for 30 days or whatever. Or they could have done the off-chain burns, and then it would show people, hey, Binance is not doing it. They've proven that they're not going to do it. How about you come over here? But what they did is they did it before the burn tax went live, showing that yes, they do support the 1.2% burn in both on-chain and off-chain capacities. But the issue is that they didn't even give Binance a chance to do what they're going to do. So they should have done this after the burn tax goes live so they can display, hey, we're the only ones doing it. Everybody else is not doing it, but we are. You know? What they said before is like, well, we're the only ones doing it now, but Binance could do it. They're just waiting for on chain to hit. It does feel like a gunfight standoff between CEXs for who is going to implement the off chain. Um, and I feel like I have a strong feeling Binance is going to be that Clint Eastwood who comes out on top. Well, yeah, they hold the most. They have 50% of the volume, so they're pretty much like while everybody else has a handgun, they have an AR-15 or something. I don't know. Like it seems like um, they're that far ahead of everybody else. Um, how do you monetize your YouTube channel? So it's by ads. So every time you see an ad come up, if you have YouTube Premium, you're not going to see any ads. But I do get a portion of that YouTube Premium cut for you watching the channel. Um, so anybody that watches, as long as you have 4,000 hours of watch time, or yeah, 4,000 hours of watch time, or 1,000 subscribers, which you can ask DJ Trev. The 4,000 hours of watch time are pretty difficult to get. Um, but the 1,000 subscribers usually don't take that long. So they should probably make them a little bit more equal. But a lot of times you're creating content for like a half a year or a year in order to get monetized. And then you can finally monetize your YouTube channel by adding some ads in there. You can add an ad in the beginning, or you can put an ad throughout the video. And if you're doing a live stream, you can do it throughout the live stream. Like at the top, I can insert an ad whenever I want to. Don't know if it'll play all the time, but you can insert it. Uh, Burning changes nothing. It does change things. They have knives. They have knives at a gunfight. Makes sense. That's true. Hey, there are some people that are really deadly with knives. Like I mean that throwing knives, like they're deadly with those. So I don't want to get around. I don't underestimate people having knives at a gunfight. 4,000 hours takes for flipping ever. I hear you, but at least you're there. Good morning, Matt. Did you hear? Did you hear? Where's that? Did you hear about Shiba Inu going live today to at 6 p.m. Central Time? What should we expect? When are they going? They're going live where? On Twitter? Sorry, I'm showing the wrong screen. Are they going live on Twitter or something? Let's look at Shiba. Shiba Inu. That's not it. That's not it. Am I blocked by Shiba Inu coin? I can't be blocked by SHIB. I better not be blocked by the SHIB. Okay. If I'm blocked by SHIB, then I can't find SHIB. It's SHIB token. That's probably why. Today at 9 p.m. SHIB Eternity Community. I want to. I can't wait to see what the questions are there. I I I mean, I would imagine they're not just going to talk about SHIB Eternity. There's going to be a ton. If there are open questions, um, it's probably just an update. But if there are open questions, this is like the first like AMA and like open thing that they have. Um, that's insane. That's let's wait and see. We will wait and see. Questions are going to be brutal. I would imagine. Yeah, you're probably gonna have people that come up and say, "Look, what's happening? What's going on? You've been nowhere and you've been talking about nothing for months at this point." Will I be there? I will try to. I will be listening definitely. Um, will I be live during that time? Should I be live during that time? Pre-selected questions, no doubt. Binance AMA, it's not happening today. It's happening on the 6th of October. I feel like Lunic is more successful than SHIB. At this point, they've implemented more for Lunic than they did for SHIB. You're a joke. Thanks. Appreciate it. Let me make sure I'm selecting the right one. Good luck with everything. Um, I think MEXC did it as a test before the burn date. I think it will have worked if they wait, because they themselves saw how it worked and Binance would have been watching. True. Is anyone trying to pump Lunic? I don't. I mean, everybody's trying to get Lunic to a higher price point besides me. Um, I want Lunic to go to a lower price point. Oh wait, you know what? I should have set a reminder just to see it. Let's set a reminder. Yeah, those questions are going to be ridiculous. Are you involved with XRP at all? Not anymore. I mean, I not for the long term. Definitely, I'm looking at it more of a short term. XRP has broken out. That's great. Hopefully, you can see some short term plays with that. And a lot of people believe in it long term as well, but I'm not one of those people. So it's up to 43 cents. You're seeing it up 8%. That's great. Last 7 days, it's up 30%. We're seeing a lot of things that are green today. That's what I love to see. I love to see, love to hear it. Cosmos is down. I want to see Cosmos up. Kronos, that's up 2%. That's still around 10 cents or 10.5 cents. Algorand is up 16%, 26% in the last 7 days. Matt, you need to get a pizzle putter. What's a pizzle putter? Pizzle putter. Pizzle putter, pizzle putter, pizzle putter. I was up all night sniping XRP. Phenomenal. That's what I want to see. I think XRP is a good day trade play and swing trade play. And if you can make those moves and make some money, that's what it's all about. Binance is doing more than on-chain burn, doing more than the on-chain burn update. They're taking a long time. What are your thoughts? Um, I don't know what you're saying here, but are they going to do more than on-chain burns? I do think they're going to do more than on-chain burns. I think they're going to do off-chain burns, and I think they are taking their time and believing what this is all about, or where this is going to go. And on-chain, off-chain burns are going to be a part of their decision. And once Binance does it, I feel like all of the other ones are going to do it as well. Because look at this as in a business perspective, right? These exchanges are businesses themselves, and they need to collect some sort of fee. Have a lot of people that are investing on their platform to have assets, not only assets that you own, but assets that other people put their money into to own. It's like you buying furniture, right? You buy a bunch of furniture and you want people to buy that furniture, but instead of that furniture leaving that business, they keep the furniture there, but other people own it, right? So they need people to buy all of the coins that they end up putting on their platform. And for Lunic, they are like these exchanges like let's say KuCoin and HG and Kraken and all of these may have about 1% or 9% or whatever, but then you have Binance that's the top dog that has 50% of the overall position there. They don't want to price themselves out of it. So if they implement the burn tax before Binance does, it may make them look good at times, but it also may be bad for revenue for them, for their bottom line. People will invest and you may see less people invest because you're looking at them taking off 1% versus Binance that's not taking off 1%. So Binance has to show confidence in doing it before others can do it. Quick question: if you send Lunic to a ledger, will it burn? Um, it depends what network it's traded on. I believe so. If that ledger supports Terra chain, Terra Luna Classic, then yes. But I'm not 100% sure. So I never used a ledger, nor will I ever use a ledger. Um, the guy who said 800 years is George from uh, CTP. Like, it's supposed to be crypto. Cryptos are us. So based on what? Based on what it burned yesterday? So it would not take 800 years if they do simple math as to how much it's burning. Since this is what's crazy is those people from and Cryptos Are Us, right, has what, 1 million subscribers or something or close to it. Um, and he's getting a lot of views on all of his live streams. That's really good. It's amazing. He talks about cryptocurrencies that are well established. He talks about Bitcoin. He talks about Ethereum. He talks about all these different plays and different information about them and where they're going to go. But then he doesn't look into the bare minimum of detail for Terra Luna Classic. And if you look into the bare minimum of detail for Terra Luna Classic, you would see that 1 billion is where we should be to burn off chain. And if you do simple math, that's 7,000 days to be able to burn off, and that's pushing it overboard. But 7,000 days, it should be 6,900 days. But let's say 7,000 days that it would take to burn off, which would be 19 years, not 100, not 800 years. So at the rate it was yesterday, yes, it would take a very, very long time. And maybe he did the calculation and said 800 years, but you have to look into at least some information to see why it's that low. It just doesn't make sense. Like, we're going to burn off at least 1 billion a day, at least, as long as the exchanges do have that implemented off chain and will be implemented for the long term. It will take us a long time to burn off only on chain if we don't see an increase in the volume on chain. Now, I don't know how you increase the volume on chain without increasing the total volume that goes through. But if we can find a way to do that, then we can burn more than just the 1 billion every day. And that's not to mention the days where we see a lot of it, like, 200 billion that's going through transactions, which would be 2.4 billion that we burn off every day, which would cut that number in half, right? So instead of 7,000, we now will be looking at 3,500 days. So we would be able to cut it in half as we start to add billions on. So if we get to just a point where, let's go back here, not here, the other one. If we get to just a point to where instead of burning off, where were we at? 7,000 days, we get to a point where instead of 1 billion per day, you're looking at 2 billion per day. Well, now, like I said, you're cutting that down to 3,500 days, which would be 9.59 years. So 9.59 years, so around 10 years. And that's just cutting it to 2 billion a day. That's 10 years. If I can say that we can burn off the entire supply in 10 years, I would take it. And understand that this is on the high side of things. The high side of things. So if we start to see this, and I'm gonna break this all down in a new video. I'm gonna break everything down and have a better look at it instead of just throwing numbers on a screen. So yeah, if you're just looking at 2 billion a day, maybe even get to a point to where maybe we can see 5 billion a day, and that 5 billion 5 billion that we're burning off a day, which would be 500 billion in volume through Terra station, or 500 billion in volume. We look at 5 billion a day. We're cutting that. Let's do 5 billion. I think it's too much. Yeah, 5 billion. Boom. That's the number of days. I want to put that up here. I'll do this full breakdown, but let's see, 5 billion a day multiplied by 365. We would see 1.8 trillion that's burned off in a year. So then it would just take how many years to go from 6.9? Hopefully that's right. That's 6.9. We need 3 more zeros. So 6.9 trillion equals 6.9 trillion divided by, boom, 3 years, or almost 4 years. So yeah, I mean, it definitely can happen. I'll break this down a little bit more in another video, but it definitely can easily go from a max of 20 years. A max of 20 years. Are you still burning SHIB with the Let It Burn channel? Not at the moment. I'm collecting the revenue, and we will look at all of that, where it's going and what the channel is going to be. But I feel like the channel is going to have to transition to something different. I've burned over 200 plus million with that channel, and I would love to have burned a lot more, but it's just not going to be something that's ever supported by the people that lead the community. So I'm not sure that that will be the case, but I'm holding the revenue, and all the revenue will be put to a good place, and not my pocket. Will be put to a good place, and most likely, if we need to burn it and we just burn off the revenue and say, here you go, then that'll be okay. I appreciate the response and honesty. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm transparent. We have the revenue. It's in plain sight. It's just it's disappointing that the community is doing so much to build what they only care about, and not about what anybody else cares about. See, that's the thing is, if we do it as a Lunic Let It Burn channel, it's not like, it's still not going to be as much as the overall tax burn. So I think we need to focus on what the burn tax will do, and we'll transition that channel into something different. I don't know what, but it needs to produce something, and I just don't know. Maybe it'll just be another channel where we talk about a couple of things, related to crypto, obviously. I just don't know if it will be just all SHIB. So we'll see. We will see. Hey Matt, good to hear. Good to be here. It would be great if we can have on live for the AMA, the Binance AMA. Maybe you can ask them some questions as well. So the Binance AMA is not today. It's on the 6th. From what I understand, it has changed, unless it's changed back. 273 million burn. Please answer my question. What is your question, Eddie? Wait, DJ Trev, why did you delete Edward's message? As a Lunac holder, I had to leave his channel because it's mad depressing coming from an Asian maxi. My boy Matt got the calculations, bro. I could swear he's saying something positive here. I think. Closer to the plan, Alex, Matt and I interviewed him. Shib Eternity supports burning mechanism. Did you know that? Yeah. What burning mechanism? I've heard that they're supposed to support burning, so I'm all for it. But I don't I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Lunatics token still burning? Yeah, but they're just not seeing a lot of revenue. What is the cheapest way to transfer Lunic to Terra Station? I transferred 20 million from KuCoin and ended up paying 480K plus Lunic. That's a lot. See, I don't like trading from KuCoin. KuCoin does have, their fees. I hold my mine in MetaMask, where transferring it would have costed me basically nothing, but I ended up spending a little bit of money by accidentally buying 322 million Shiba Inu. We got a sad 2-year-old upstairs. It seems like every day she's kind of sad. I'm new to crypto. What does on chain and off chain mean? So on chain, there's different chains. So like the Ethereum chain, the Terra chain, the Solana, Avalanche, all these different chains that you can create your projects on. Terra has its own chain. So you have USTC that's built on that chain. You have Terra Luna Classic that's built on that chain. There's a different chain where it's the Terra 2.0 or Terra chain there instead of the Classic chain. But we're only focused on the Classic chain. So anything that's traded on the Classic chain or to the Classic chain is taxable here. So if you have things that are being traded from Terra Station over to any platform, um, she's not happy upstairs. Then you can. She is sad. Extremely. Maybe she's not getting like muffins or something or a banana, and she'll get really upset. But yeah, basically, on chain would be like if you're trading to Binance or you're trading um, from Binance to Terra Station or Terra Station to Binance, you're trading on chain. Off chain would be Binance to Binance, or in some cases, obviously looking at the Lunic that I'm holding on the Binance Smart Chain network, that could be traded to a lot of other places that support it under the Binance Smart Chain network. So off chain would be off the Terra network. On chain would be on the Terra network or the Classic network. Sorry. What other burn mechanisms are being worked on to increase the burn rate for Shiba Inu? I don't know. Shibarium. They say the game is going to burn. They say every project that's created from here on out will have a burn involved with it. And I would love if it does. I would absolutely love if it does. Um, so I don't know. Uh, your SHIB channel will let us decide what you only want to do with it. Because a burning SHIB, you do something else. I'm gonna stop watching, brother. No offense, just want to help you burn. No, I mean it's cool. I don't plan on doing anything else with that related to like SHIB like that or burning or anything like that. Um, I will decide what I do with it. But you can support it or not support it. That's 100% up to you. But it's gonna be what I want to do with it because it's my time that I'm spending on it. So, not taking offense to it. I'm just letting you know that since it's my time that I'm spending on it, I'm gonna decide what to do with it. So it's time to work with MetaMask. I guess I'm using, like I said, it's on the Binance Smart Chain network. So I believe when you're on KuCoin, you're on the Terra network there, right? So trading it directly to Terra Station, you have the ability to do that. For Binance, you have to go through another exchange in order to get it on the Terra network to put it on, Terra Station or something like that. The next Shiba Inu is here, and still a low market cap. Sh- Shido is here for you. I don't know what that is. Doesn't sound great though. We'll have to look at it. What games do you play on PS4? On PS4 or PS5? I'd love to play with you while you stream one day. So I just finished God of War. I'm playing God of War 2 right now. I do need to upload all the God of War videos because I recorded them separately. I didn't stream them. But I am playing God of War 2 right now. I want to play Last of Us. I play a lot of NBA 2K right now, NBA 2K23. I most likely will play the 2K23 golf game. Like I think it's PGA Tour 2K23. I'll play that. Um, I play Call of Duty, but that's not on PlayStation. I played on Xbox. Um, but it is crossplay, so I play it on both, I guess. Um, any Marvel game, I play Marvel's Avengers a lot. I have that on PlayStation and Xbox actually. So that's where I stand right now with all the games. I have a lot, and I'll just continue to play a bunch. I'm holding Luna, and this is. Wait, what? Is this the correct one to invest in? Wrap Luna ERC20. Um, so that's not the one that I have. I'm not. I don't know if that's the correct one. If we go to, let's go back here. Let's go to Terra Luna Classic. Let's go to Ethereum. It's the Ethereum one. Uh, doesn't look like it. That's what I go off of. I go off the real one where I look on CoinMarketCap and break down all of these different ones. What are the next projects releasing on Terra? I don't know what the next projects are releasing on Terra. I think they're more focused on the burns right now. They do have, um, you know, different forms of utility that's coming back to the Classic network. But I don't know what are the new projects that are going to release on Terra. I want to see more projects on their chain, but we'll have to wait and see. So today is the AMA with Binance. Why are you showing that on your live stream, on this live stream? So today is not the AMA with Binance. It was supposed to be, but from what I saw, it was pushed back to the 6th. A couple of weeks back, you said, in your opinion, Luna Classic will reach 1 penny by Christmas. Do you still think that it will be the case? So, as of right now, until we see clarity on if they are going to do off-chain burns or not, I'm still going to say yes. I stick to what I say, but then I will let you know if that does change and when it does change and why it does change. But right now, I'm still sticking to it. Um, I still think we can see. Um, I don't know what's going to happen with the markets as well. Whether we're going to see massive pullbacks in the markets, but I still want to stick to that. A couple of major utilities coming back. Uh, why don't you play on PC, Matt? Um, because I like to support the companies that make the systems. It's not about a better gaming system. I feel like a PC, has better graphics usually. Um, in most cases, when you have a certain quality PC, you can support a certain level of gaming. But yeah, I like PC gaming. I just don't ever do it. I actually have a setup to have what's it called? PGA Tour PGA Tour 2K23 on here. So yeah, I just don't do it. 318 that have been burnt. That's what I mean. See, you see how fast this is going up? This is how it should be, and we should be burning a billion, at least a billion a day. Are we going to do Twitch today? Yes, we're going to do Twitch. Um, Actually, that's going to be in 8 minutes. If you guys want to go and follow my Twitch, I'm going to be going live on Twitch in 8 minutes. So I'm going to get off here at 8:55, and I'm gonna start setting up to go live on Twitch, and I will go live as soon as I do fully set up. So it'll be maybe 8:56, 8:57. I'm not sure, but I have to log out of this in Streamlabs and log into Twitch. So we're definitely going to keep track of all the burns and all that stuff. We have 1,064 people that are here. The Twitch link is in the description, but I will add it to the chat so you guys can, go over there and follow me. I do want to make sure I stream on Twitch every day, that I'm streaming on YouTube. Why won't you answer my question? I don't see your question. Uh, Major, how can we wait? Major burn happening. How can we get the tax on other chains like Binance Smart Chain? That's an off-chain burn. So once Binance implements it, it should be something that happens on their chain as well. So off their network on their chain. So anyways, we're gonna switch over, and Usually, I'll answer more questions over on Twitch because there are less people. And when there are less people, that means there are less answers or less questions. But usually I'll go on members only. I looked at the time when it was 8:45 and realized that I forgot to go to members only. So where's the audio? The audio should be here. I hate Twitch. It's always lagging. YouTube is fine. Usually YouTube is more, or Twitch is more real time. And when people ask the questions, I can answer them right away as soon as I read them. So obviously I answer it right away, but you guys don't see it on YouTube until 15 seconds later. So I could say something, answer it, and with a long-winded answer, and then before you even start hearing it, I could turn off the stream and you wouldn't even hear that question. There's a huge lag here. Anyways, hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Make sure you guys check out Twitch. I just put it in the chat. So I just pinned Twitch to the chat. If you guys want to go and follow on Twitch, feel free to go and follow on Twitch. I will be live there before 9 o'clock. But yeah, I'm going to get off here. hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Patreon as well if you guys are interested in Patreon. Link is in the description, and you can be a part of that over there on Patreon. But I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you join me over on that platform, over on Twitch. Go and follow. I missed your super chat. I don't see anything. If it was $2, then I probably wouldn't have seen it because it goes through the regular chat form. Oh, it's $5. Shido Finance wallet release next week. You can buy crypto with Visa card, also withdraw to your bank account with ease. We'll have to look into it. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. But I got to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, or catch you over on Twitch.